Are you ready to reclaim the freedom and focus that you need to make 2021 a great year by selling digital products through an online storefront? I'm walking you through the difference between my 100th d-commerce sale and my over 6,000th d-commerce sale in today's video. One of the biggest lessons I've learned in between those two pivotal markers is that it's about the result that you bring to your customer. If you are focused on the container, that is the vehicle with which you're going to be delivering that result, you are not going to have as much success, if any, with your d-commerce shop. And the reason for that is because people get so focused on the way that they're going to be delivering whatever it is that they want to give to that client or customer. So for example, when I'm talking about containers, I'm thinking about things like a template versus a script, or a retreat versus a group coaching program. The container that you deliver that result in doesn't matter. In fact, the quicker you can get people results, typically the happier that they are with you and your company. So for example, in my company, the Contract Shop, the fastest way that we've found to get people results is by offering them a template. The reason is because people don't want to become an attorney or an expert in contracts over a weekend. You guys have better things to do than just sit around and learn this legal stuff. So instead, we started selling contract templates instead of a contract course because the course is worthless. It gets you the same result, yes, but it takes so long to get you there. And so when you focus on the result that you're delivering for your customer, you're going to find way more success if that result is able to be delivered in a faster, shorter, better, quicker, prettier, whatever, or time frame or results, like the finished product of how it looks. If you're a designer, someone would much rather get a template of yours and have a website done in a weekend than inquire and get all of this stuff done over the long haul where it takes months and months and months and they go back and forth with you and it's a lot more expensive. So take a look at what result you want to get people, and that is going to make a huge difference in the amount of sales that you're able to achieve, because the better the result that you get for people and the more people who get results with you, the better off you are as a d-commerce shop, because you're going to be having so much more momentum and people purchasing from you and flow there. The biggest difference, I would say, in between 2015 me and 2021 me, or even 2020 me, is that I pay myself now. For about 4 years, I paid myself literal poverty. That's where I lived. That's where I paid myself, because I was investing everything that I could back into my storefront. And looking back, I didn't need to do that. And I could have grown so much faster if I had just paid myself. So for example, now I have a house manager and she comes over, and this is why there's flowers and candles lit and everything's clean, is because she actually comes over and she cleans everything up for me. She organizes, she makes sure that I have everything I need for the week, twice a week, and then I don't have to worry about those things. Like, I don't need to worry about finding something because it's organized and put exactly where it's supposed to be, and I didn't even have to do that. The other thing that I've done in my life, a major upgrade, is I've upgraded my living situation. So I used to live in a house when I first got to Colorado. I lived in a house with 5 other roommates. I know that sounds crazy, and it was. And a lot of you followed me when I had the Creative Empire podcast. A lot of those episodes were filmed in that house, or like recorded in that house. And there were times where I would literally have to stop recording, or I'd have to like put myself on mute and like text my partner to take over, because there was like a kid playing a video game in the room upstairs, because that was my roommate at 30 years old. So I made a lot of sacrifices that I didn't necessarily need to make, and I could have gotten a lot further in my business if I hadn't made those. So for example, now I live in a 2-bedroom apartment by myself, and it's beautiful. It's brand new, it's huge. I have 14-foot ceilings, like it's crazy. So I love being here. I love the life that I have now. I love the sacrifices that I made to get me here, but I also recognize that I didn't have to make those kinds of sacrifices. So if you're really, really, really struggling to get by, Sometimes you have to have faith in yourself and know that you are going to take yourself to that next level by investing in yourself. So if you're investing in everyone else and everything else and not yourself, then you subconsciously are never going to allow yourself to get to the next level, because you're always going to be telling yourself subconsciously that you're not worth it. So start surrounding yourself with people that improve your life, whether that's virtually or in person, and start surrounding yourself with mentors. I'd be honored if it was me, but I won't take offense if it's not. Start surrounding yourself with people that are going to guide you to that next thing that you want in your life, even if that next thing is just more contentment, more focus, more peace. It doesn't necessarily have to be a big lofty goal of like a new house or a car, because everybody's needs are different. The third big thing that has changed from my 100th sale to my over 6,000th sale is that I'm more me. When I started to lean into my quirky, kind of misfitty ways, I started to get a lot more visibility around my shop and around who I was as a d-commerce seller. And that really helped me to stand out in the marketplace, because there's so many people who have ripped off our shop by now and try to undercut our prices and do all kinds of stuff that doesn't feel very good. But I just ignore them, because at the end of the day, they don't matter. What matters is the people that are connecting with me and the way that I'm able to reach them and serve them and hopefully help them feel like they're a little bit less of a misfit with my weirdness and shortcomings and just things going on in my life. So the more me I was, and the more I embraced the fact that I have a little bit of a quirky side, the more I was able to sell in my store, because people resonated with that and they connected with me on a personal level, as well as what we carried into the Contract Shop brand. So for example, if you ever read the Contract Shop's emails, even though I don't write them anymore, we've carried that brand voice forward through our copywriters, and they're all really fun, quirky. There's always some kind of educational component to the email. We try to sprinkle in some inspiration where we can, but more than anything, we try to stay irreverent and funny and throw in as many lame dad jokes as we can and just kind of have some fun with it, because that's really what makes the Contract Shop the Contract Shop. And then if you're watching this here, that's what makes me me. So this is what you get. If you don't like it, still subscribe and click the like button below, I guess. In all seriousness, I think you need to find people that resonate with the lifestyle that you want to create if you're looking for a coach or a mentor. And you also need to find people that really understand and get you. No matter who you align yourself with this year or in any future time period, make sure the people that you're following are people that you really respect, and they have not just a business, but a lifestyle that you would like to have as well. Because anybody can make money, but not everybody can live a great, happy life on top of that. So do find the people that are having the best of both worlds. It is possible. I'm living proof of that. And my last parting tip for you is just make sure that you're not following too many people. This is a rule that I implemented in my own business many, many, many years ago. I said that I would only follow 3 people a year, and I could switch out 2 of them per year. So one person would always be my mentor all year long, and the other 2 would usually stick as a mentor for most of the year, if not all of it. So for example, I am in 3 coaching type programs myself. So I've invested in my mentor, Kelly Newsom-George, who is a self-care and mindset mentor. She and I work one-on-one. And then I've also invested in Sabrina Phillips Inner Circle, which is a super high level, like it's beyond a mastermind. I hate even calling it that. But she and I get to talk all the time and run through business strategy, and the gals in there are just amazing to work with. And the last one that I've been a part of now for 2 years is Julie Stoyan's mastermind, because she is just a brilliant strategic mind. All 3 of these women have lives that I would love to emulate and live like, and they are making a fortune. And it's because they're living in the flow of what's right for them and following their heart. And that doesn't mean that it's always easy. It doesn't mean that they haven't eaten a lot of ramen noodles. But it does mean that they are great mentors for someone like me who aspires to be more like them. So make sure that whoever your mentor is this year, it's someone that you really, really, really can look up to and respect in all areas. If you are interested in working together, you can click on some of the links below this video. We do have a sales course that's coming out soon. I'm so excited. That's going to actually dive into the nitty-gritty of what I've done inside my shop, and not just how, but also like the exact step-by-step strategies that I've used to increase sales so that we're earning a consistent 1K a day at this point. So if you do want some of that, that's all below. I'll see you in my next video. It's been so fun having you here. And don't forget to at least like this video, if not even subscribe, because that would mean so much to me. And if you are just the prettiest gem in the box, then go ahead and leave a comment, because I would love to hear from you. You are the sparkliest of the sparkly to me. And I want to hear what you think of the video and the content that we're putting out here, because it means so much to me. I personally read everything and respond. So I can't wait to see you in our next video. Have a great week.